What's up YouTube? Welcome back to MMOSWORLD. We are here checking out Eternal Magic, an upcoming MMORPG which is going to be free to play by 101 XP Russian studio for a game that was made in China. So we are in the closed beta test, of course, and the closed beta test is going to end really soon. I think it's on the 15th, so by the time you watch this, there's a chance it could be over. Anyway, we're going to go through this game, our experience so far and everything. But first of all, you should know that this is a pre-existing toon of mine. It's already level 40, and I've played through as much as I can doing dungeons and open world combat and questing and stuff like that. So first of all, let's talk about what this game is. Theme park MMORPG, straight up. And the cool feature about Eternal Magic is, of course, you have two modes of playing the game. So if you go into the keyboard options right now, oh geez, it's a loud motorcycle just passed by. No, under gameplay, you'll have two options to go keyboard mode or go mouse mode. So keyboard mode is your standard 3D MMORPG, WASD. You want to fight something, you get up your horse, and you use your buttons to execute combat skills, whatever. Done. Gain XP, win. Second mode is your mouse mode, and this one is going to take you back to older MMORPGs from like a decade or so ago, where you click to move and then you can fire off your skills. So you can pretty much play these like a top-down ARPG, like a Diablo style ARPG too, if that's what you want, and it's totally viable as well. So this is pretty cool for a feature, of course, being able to see an MMORPG world from this far out, top down, move your character like this. Not everybody's gonna like it, but hey. I am playing as a mage class. There are 6 classes in total. You have your usual melee knights and whatever. Gunslinger, I think is one of them. And I did not remember playing as a rogue or having seen a rogue class, but it's basically your typical trinity. You have your tanks, your healers, your priests, and then your DPS as well, ranged and melee. So leveling in this game is all about questing in the early levels. So you'll have your quest log at the side here, as you can see, and it does have auto pathing features. This is not an autoplay MMO, even though it may look like a mobile slash browser MMO or whatever because of its 3D, old school 3D graphics, but there's no auto combat in here. You do have auto move though. So for example, my quest right now is to talk to Isabella. Just clicking on the green text of her name will automatically take you to Isabella, who is in another part of the world. So you travel around using portals, and this world is big enough. I think all the maps are connected via portals and loading screens and things like that, and you're given mounts very early on. You have flying in terms of flying mounts and flying transportation, and then you've got teleportation portals that you can go to different parts of the map. And the reason you want to do that is because there are PvE world bosses on every map. There's like 4 or 5 on each map. Plus, later down the line, once you unlock it, you have big guild versus guild open world PvP, which could be interesting. As for PvE, group dungeons are a thing, and they only unlock at level 18 or so. So if you're planning to play this at launch, whenever that is, you'll have to level up some before you actually get to the good stuff. So you're watching a lot of stuttering and FPS drops right now, which is weird because the first couple of days of CBT was pretty smooth, but I guess things happen, or there's more people on right now. So basically, the story, I'm gonna straight up say it's not good. It's just boring as hell. And now we have a daily card of fate, where this is. Wheel of Fortune, blah, blah, blah. I've not progressed any of this, so I obviously don't know. So I guess we're gonna spin the Wheel of Fortune and see what happens. Now, all this stuff, Wheel of Fortune, gaining XP, what, 16 crit? Crit, yeah, I'm gonna put that in my deck. So you have a card deck building system on top of a ton of other character progression systems. And here is your character screen. You have all your equipped gear, and it does have that typical Korean MMORPG progression system. So you have your rune upgrading, enchantment, quality upgrades, and even your cosmetics. Like some of your cosmetics may have stats on them, which is a big no-no for some people. So hitting B opens up your inventory, and then you can see whatever you have in here. I'm trying to look for my collections. Let's see, collections. Skill, crafting, contacts, friends, no. No. Oh, there you go. It's under H. So, okay, we'll get to this in a sec, but let's go to outfit. And there you go, Cool Summer. So this one actually has stats on it. So when I put it on, I've got extra stats now. Now where were we? Let's go back to the screen. Pets. Pets are a big deal in Eternal Magic because you can collect them and they can level with you. You see I have mine out already called Mooney, and you can pick from whatever pets you have. Now this skill down here, this is your pet's skill, which you can of course level up as well, and they do significant amount of damage, these little pets, these little buggers. So there it is, right down there, as you can see, following me around, that little thing. You can't really click on it in the open world like that, but trust me, they do fight alongside you. So what are the other systems for PvE progression? You have, that's your pet master there. You can send them on missions like WoW's Garrison kind of time-based crap, which is not fun. But it is one way to passively level them up, I suppose. Let's see, there we go. Enchantment Master. So the thing about enchanting is, so I have a staff here. I'm gonna put that in. And if you want to increase your magic attack, you can do so. You click if you want to use materials or in-game silver. I'm going to use in-game silver to try and bump up my magic attack here. So I'm going to click that, hit enchant. Boom, plus 14 magic attack. Now the green simply means that is good. It's like a rare, but it's not great. If you can manage to get it up to like a purple dot, then it's going to be super good. So let's try again. Let's spend some more money. Nope, that was lower. That was higher than the first two, but it's still green. There we go, now it's blue, so that's like super good. Purple is of course the best. So it has this sort of RNG system, not only for that part of the game, but for everything else really. Almost everything in here is RNG, obviously. This is the auction where you can buy different stuff. And Equipment Master, that's the guy I was looking for. Right, so now, upgrade Star. Star is basically the level of your gear. So all my gear's pretty much upgraded, as you can see. Let's see if I have anything in my bag that can be upgraded. No, I've got everything upgraded. So basically, you're gonna put something here, and you'll notice there, right below where it says head, it's a rare 4-star robe. So sometimes you'll get gear that doesn't have any star. You put that in there, and then you start enchanting all the way up until rare 4-star. And below level 60. It's gonna be free, which is nice of them to do. After level 60, it's gonna be it's gonna cost more, and there's gonna be a chance that you can fail. But that is in essence really the progression so far. The level cap in the CBT right now is level 50, and the final level cap will be 70. So it's not enough to show you some other stuff in PvP, unfortunately. So hitting the eye brings up your instances and content. So under instance, you have all these are dungeons. The problem is you only get a certain on rotation. So right now, Meditation Harbor is on rotation. You can't play anything else unless maybe you go into them manually. But this is a good place to get cash and gear and whatnot, and you can just queue for it by hitting random instance. Then you have battlefields. Now you have access to all 4 battlefields. These are your 10 versus 10, and you've got different objectives, capture the flag, yada yada, and you can queue for it, randomly. The problem in CBT is it doesn't pop at all. Like, it really doesn't pop. You can wait like an hour plus and it won't pop for you. So we'll have to see what happens at launch. You have your tutorial phases here. These are like mini challenges that teaches you how to dodge, how to get out of AoE attacks, how to break CC, that kind of thing. And yeah, kind of like boss fights too. So that, in a nutshell, is this MMORPG in its CBT phase. Like, performance-wise, it ran okay the first week or so I've been playing on it, but earlier you saw there's a lot of stuttering, and I'm not sure if that's due to time or whatnot. So this just happened. At the bottom right, a boss arrest warrant has started. Go now. So these are just notifications to tell you that there is a boss that spawned on the world. Speaking of, let's go check out the map here. Now, to get to the world map, let's go somewhere else. Chaos Swamp, for example. There we go. So you'll notice all these little things. These are quests on the landscape, and then bosses will have like a skull on it that you can see that there is a boss here. Don't see any right now. And these, of course, are dungeons. So that's basically it. So auto-pathing can take you somewhere that you need to go. So I'm going to go ahead and click the treasure race here. No, can't do that. Well, doesn't matter. Let's go back and head out here, and we'll do some combat, and then we'll check out the store. So far, to get into the CBT, you need to be lucky, I suppose. Sign up for an account, 101 XP, and hope you get in. Problem is, like I said, it's ending really soon. Otherwise, you had to pay for an early access pack. That would have given you guaranteed access, but it's like 15 bucks for the cheapest one. So let's go out and do some combat, and then we'll check out the store. Population-wise, it's not great. I mean, it's empty most days. There's 2 servers for CBT, one in EU and one in the US. I'm playing on the EU one. Alright, so I am level 40. This is a level 37 pet. Let's go ahead and let's try and shake it up. Let's go back to keyboard mode. Let's play this like a proper MMORPG. Let's take on the Spirit Cannibal. You can right-click to start combat, and then hit all your skills to do it. So even though this is like 7 levels above me, I'm pretty OP. Because of the gear that you have, plus, you know, if you choose to buy stuff from the cash store, then you're going to have an easy time. Now I'm going to show you what my pet attack does, so it's X there. So I'm going to attack that one time. Now I'm going to set my pet in to do her attack, and watch as it melts. Like, your pet's pretty powerful. I'm just auto-attacking at this point, and yeah, my pet can pretty much do that. So if you're going to level that up some more, like, let's see if I can bring up the pet. Yeah, there we go. So you'll notice all this stuff got levels, potential health and whatever, the skills, and of course you add in all the gear. Is going to be super strong, of course, and then you can evolve it as well, and that's your quality right there. I'm 2 out of 5, so yeah, it gets scarier. You can go pretty high. So this is pretty much your attacks, and yeah, mages can cast and move, which is nice. Most games have you be stationary, but you know, it's going to be a PvP focused game, so. As for your skills and everything, it's pretty handy. I kind of like the way they give you some sort of freedom to build what you need to build, but it takes a while to get there. So if you hit K, I believe it's K, no, it's P. Yep, so these are your skills. So you have 1 bar for this. You can pick between all 4 and change them up. So these are my first for this one. So let's say I want to pick out Thunder Arrow, then you have a choice to go Fireball or Ice Arrow. Just clicking on it immediately swaps it there. And then for your second bar, which is over here, you have different skills as well. So your control scheme is going to be somewhat like a Dota, almost like a MOBA type game, or think of it like Guild Wars 2, where you've got, you know, the different sides for you to pick and choose what you want to do. And the customization is decent, I would say. The balance, not so much. Alright, you also have this ultimate ability here when your energy bar is full, and that's going to put you in some sort of a god mode. So I'm going to use that now. You hit U, your character goes dousing in flames. Well, somehow that effect is removed. Well, it doesn't matter. Yep, there we go. So I'm now in Cast in Flames, and I'm doing more damage. So this is great for boss monsters and whatnot. Let's go ahead and go back to mouse mode and show you what that looks like. Combat from the top down. You have double tap to dodge as well. And there you have it, folks. Eternal Magic in a nutshell. Alright, let's go somewhere safe and let's go check out the store. F9 brings up your horsey. You don't have flying just yet. And, uh-oh. Yeah, that was not easy on the eye at all. Alright, cash shop is on the top right, or you can hit Z. And in here you have 4 basic quadrants, your consumables, which is going to give you extra stuff, materials for pet cleaning, price. You can buy gold in game, and you can buy silver in game as well. The premium currency is called Ellers, and that's going to let you purchase all your outfits and stuff. So remember what I was saying earlier? So check out the chest piece here. Let's say Shiny Summer Bikini, right? It's going to give you 30 strength, agility, and intelligence. So those are your main stats across the board. Like for mage, I'm of course an intelligence user, but a chest piece is going to give you stats, while head pieces really don't. Mount's pretty much it. The most expensive one gives you a 225% increase to speed over something cheaper, which has a lower amount. And then for gifts, these are pretty much just buffs or any sort of convenience items. Long story short, you can make an argument for this game being pay to win. It's as simple as that, because you have a lot of advantages in here. If you sort of spend money, you can buy your currencies in game, and that's going to help you upgrade and enchant more than players who don't spend any money. And of course, it's PvP heavy, considering all the PvP in here, plus that MOBA PvP mode as well. So they're going to need to change a lot going into the open beta and then onto launch if they were to convince people that, yeah, this is a game to play. Because right now, besides like the sort of old school graphical charm and the freedom to build your class and combat skills, there's not a whole lot going for it. Other games, even free-to-play MMOs, offers a lot more. Well, at least the leveling's fast, so if you want to do this for PvP, it's not going to take you long. But you can't do it in a CBT though. So that's about it from us. We're out of time. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe to MMOSWORLD, and check out our website at mmosworld.com. As ever, I'm Major from MMOSWORLD, signing out.